Hello, wonderful people. This is a tutorial of how to do the create an EXS 24 instrument project that you have. And then this is, of course, the composition that you're making. So they're two different, assignments. You can take a look at this EXS instrument sample PNG of what it's supposed to look like. But I'm going to go click on this. And here's a how-to as well. But I'm going to go click on this, and then this is the Digital Music 2019-2020 sound effects that we made in class. So you're going to use these, choose 10 of them, and 2 of your own. So I'm going to go click on this, and I'm going to download this. So the folder is going to download right here. And the reason why I'm not going to go sound by sound, it's just faster for me to do this. And after it's zipped and downloaded, you can click on it. It opens up and creates its own folder right here. This is the zip file. This is the folder. So now I have all the sounds right here. Now I'm going to go to Logic, and I'm going to create an EXS 24 instrument. You can see what I've done here on this one if you take a listen for the composition. Anyway, that's going to be your assignment after this. But I'm going to go to a new track, right, or a new assignment. Close this one. And of course, I just did that, so I'm going to save it. I'm going to go to Software Instrument, EXS24 Sampler, and make sure that it's the stereo. All right, so once you do that, you're going to press Create, and then you have this thing popped up. You could use your keyboard for this if you actually have one hooked up, or you could, do whatever here. So if you take a look over here on this side, and if you don't have that up, then you just click this information thing, click on this side here, and then this is your EXS24 instrument. If you don't have this edit button right here, you have to go to Logic Pro X, you have to go to Preferences, and you have to go to Advanced Tools. Make sure that all of your advanced tools are highlighted here. And if you don't go right there, you can just look for it over at this advanced place. After all that highlights, your screen will flash. And then you'll have this, edit. So if you take a look here, this is some sound effects I've done before. And this is an actual bass, for example. If you go to edit, you could see that the actual recordings are right here of the bass sound that you have here. Now, I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to go back here. And what I want to do is I'm going to click on No Instrument. Then I'm going to go to Edit. Then I'm going to go to Instrument. Then I'm going to go to Save As, because I'm As. Now, I have a couple instruments that I've already saved in here. So let's go ahead and name this Super... Yeah, is what I wanted. And I'm going to name it SFX because we're using sound effects to link it up. After that, I'm going to push Saved. And now you have your instrument that is saved. Now make sure when you do this and you're saving it, do not change the sampler instrument's location. It will not work if you don't. It reads from that folder. Anyway, so Super Yeah SFX. Now, in this, you're going to be able to go over to your Finder where you originally downloaded your sounds or digital music sounds. Right, it was in downloads. You click on this, and then you could listen to these sounds one by one and figure out which one you want. I already know, and I've already reviewed some of these, so instead of wasting time with the video, I'm just going to go ahead and put them in here. All right, so I'm going to do a boop. I'm going to do a bling or bing. I'm going to do a Frogar. That's interesting. Keys jingling. Milkshake. I think there's a nice little milk thing here. Oh, mouse click. Paper pop, pencil taping. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more. Clicks, bracelets, and we'll do the milk bottle. So this is 10, and you choose 2 of your own now. Drop them in there. So whatever my 2 were, I'll pretend that my 2 were mouse. No, let's see, water, and tongue pop. So you have 12 in here. Now, the thing is about this, you have 12 zones, but all of them are located right here. So when I press something right here, they all happen at once. I don't want that. Now, so it says that here the low is on C minus 2, and the high is at G8, which is up here. Well, what we want to do, first of all, C3 is middle C. It's C4 in America, but in Logic it's C3. So right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to drag up. If you take a look at that bottom thing, the boop, you see it's moving down there? Right here, it's moving. So you can do this with that. Now, if you do this, you could also do it in this way. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change this, and I'm going to put that here. Then I'm going to change this, and I'm going to change it to another level. Now notice it comes down here because it comes right beside it. This means that this sound and this sound will not play at the same time when I push these buttons right here. So I'm going to do that to all of them. I'm just going to really zone them, and oops, look what I did there. If you have more than one selected, it changes all of them. Command Z, of course, undoes it. So I'm going to keep on changing them until I have all of them where I want to be. I'm going to make this one bigger. You could do it this way too, and you could also move it this way. Anyway, continually doing that. And then after you're done doing all of these, you notice that they'll all have their own space and line. And that's what my goal is, right? I want to be able to have them have their own keys, so not more than one plays at the same time. I'm going to continue. Oops, here it goes. Now you can fast forward through this part if you want, if you understand how to do this. I recommend doing that. I'm going to go down on this side now. Here it goes. Here we go. And move this over. Continue doing that. All right, now they're almost all, except I need this one. Which one is it? Oh, that one. Okay, let's make that at the end. Scroll up there. Okay, now you can make this more neat. For example, you can go to C if you want on all of them. You don't have to if you don't want to. Just make sure you cover the entire piano here. All right, with the sound. So now everything has our own sound there. Now, the thing is about this, all of them, the key is in C3. Now, if I said, nah, I don't want these to be pitched. I want them to just sound like they sound. Doesn't matter where. But I don't want that. I want them all to be pitched. So I'm going to select all of them. And I'm going to push pitch. There we go. But this C3, you see how this is G sharp 1 to C3? I'm going to go in between here. I'm going to go to G sharp 1. Let's see. I'm going to go to here. So I would make this in between everything if you're going to have it pitched, because then that way the sound file is in the middle of this. That's fine. Make sure they all work, and then once you do that, oh, you also do a reverse, like for example the Bing that you have here. Watch this reverse. And you also one shot, like where you click on it once. But if you don't have the one shot on, it'll stop when you stop pressing the button. You have to hold it down for it to do it. Now, once you do this, you're going to go to Instrument. You're going to save, or you know, if you want to make sure it's there, it is the Super Yeah SFX save. Okay, replace. Yeah. All right. Now I'm going to exit out of this. I'm using the Super Yeah SFX, and now I'm going to go down here and I'm going to try it out here on my keyboard here. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to click on this because I think this is more fun, and I'm going to go right here. Okay, here it goes. Now I'm going to make sure that this is highlighted. This is armed, and I'm going to push record. Here. This doesn't work. I have to see what that is to fix that. Anyway. notice that whenever I pressed here, it came up here. So if I play this now, okay. But what your goal is, now that's what you need to do is go take a screenshot of this, show me that all of the keys are taken up. And once you do that, probably take 2 screenshots, 1, 2, turn that in. All right. And then after you turn that in, start working on your composition, which is your next project. All right. Yeah, so only screenshot those other 2. Then I'm going to go to loops. I'm going to get a nice bass sound going here. As soon as it loads up. Spinny ball of death. Here it goes. Let's get a bass. Okay, I'm going to bring this over here into a new track. And then I'm going to create this. Okay, watch this now. Here it goes. I'm going to play it and record on this track and use it as a percussion part. Okay, so now you can see here, I made a sound. Like a little beat, like a percussion. So you're going to make a composition using the sounds. All right, you can use as many or as little as you want. Notice that this, if this is off and it's not really timed right, you could always make sure it's timed right by lining it up to whatever you need to. All right, that's what these lines are for. You could change the instrument if you were accidentally pushed the wrong button. You could copy, you could paste, you could add things. Like if I push Command C and then I paste it, Command V, it pasted over here where this line was. So do whatever you want. You could create them, you could draw them by doing this. I'm going to go to Pencil Tool and I'm just going to go right here. All right, sorry, Pencil Tool. And then I could draw them as well. And then, anyway. So that's how you do that. Get your composition. It's 90 seconds. Have a good time. Good luck.